Hello friends, good morning all. My name is Vinay. So today I'm going to tell you how to create dynamic cell in Open Building Designer. So let's start with this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel for regular updates. And if you like my video, kindly promote and subscribe. Okay, so here you can see I have a fresh page of Open Building Designer. So I will explain you that very basic. If I want to parametric a block, like we have a rectangle or we have a square, and we have three directions: length, breadth, and height. So how we can rotate and how we can assign that parameters, we need to fill something. So that I will explain you in this video. So let's move on. So for parametric cells, two things are very important. One is constraints and another one is content. So in constraint we have, you can see, we have all the parameters here, parallel, perpendicular, and all these things are here. And for 3D, 2D, and whatever, so we all the items are going to use in our parametric cell modeling, or whatever you want to make by parametric. So start with variables. So here you can see that if you click that variable, so this kind of page has open. So we have local variables. So just click local variable and press this sign new. So here you can see that the window is enabled, and you have this kind of properties: that distance, instance, visit, display, and expression. So for distance, for this one you can change angle, number, and these types of item here, but we require that distance parameter here. So I can say it is L, like length of our structure. So I need one more, so it should be breadth, and another one, it should be length, breadth, and height. So here you can see I have created three parameters. So three parameters are enough for our working. As I explain you, we need to make normal shape. So you can explore what you want to do, like some complex shape and some other shapes as you required in your project. So let's move on. So if you create this type of shapes, so these types of variable, so now we need to go to our 2D geometry. So let's start with, so here you can see our block name is triple R. So it should be triple R views, and we make sure you have ACS here enabled here, and we start from ACS because the insertion point of your cell should be this one. Otherwise your cell will not work properly. So please be careful about these things. So let's go to 2D geometry. So I need to place a smart line. Start from here. Okay, length you can put whatever you want. Just click here for width and enter, like this, and stop here. So here it is our 2D geometry. So we have two parameters here. One should be length, and one should be breadth. So now we need to assign our two parameters in this rectangle. So first we need to we need to assign a parallel constraint to this one, second this one, and again perpendicular, this one to this one, this one to this one, and third one is should be fixed, so because our ACS is fixed here. Yeah, so all the things are all instance are applied. Here we have lot of things. So as I told you in beginning, I will explain you only a normal rectangular or rectangular shape, so you can explore as you want, because here we have lot of things to do, so that I will also explain you in my next video, so please keep watching. Now now you assign that perpendicular, parallel and fixed, so that is the basic thing for a parametric cell. Now go to distance tab, because we assigned our parameter as a distance. So for distance, we first we required this dimension, and it should be breadth. Okay, and now go again, distance, this point to this point, and right click, and it should be length. Okay, so here you can see that shape has automatically converted as we required by our our parametric cell. So let's check. So it is bed. So if you want to change something like 10, so it is working, and length also. If I put here 15, it is also working. So here you can see that parametric uh, constraint in 2D, it is properly working. So I put again 1 and 1, 1, and another one should be 1. So it is that 2D dynamic or variable cell, it is seems good. So next, move on to 3D. So now we need to extrude this block. So go to 3D plane, and what you need to do, you need to go to solid modeling and extrusion, this one. Here you can see I have already selected that parametrics, and the distance we have already take, so we assign that to variable. Just click this one, and height, and okay. So now let's see, and height is 10. Maybe something wrong. Let's try again. Go to extrude, and parametric distance is, instead of none, I assigned h. Okay, yeah. So now I put it 5. So here you can see it is working properly, I think. Just check the distance. So it is 5, and I need to put 3. So it is 3. So you can change as per your convenience, as per your requirement. So it is one thing. We have assigned all three parameters. You can assign more. Like you want to cut here, you want to make a pocket in your solid. So that also you can try. But you need to first you need to try with this one. So at the time you get get idea about how to make a parametrics. So, and another thing, that thing we have assign all constraints and everything, and parameters and variables. So but now we forget about item. So sometimes we need to put some items. like what is the material, what is the type, and what is the shape. So that also we required in our cells. So for item type we need to go here, and here you can see I need to go here. Now we need to make new item, new item type library, and here I can say wall dash one, and now go to new item type wall RCC wall. Then I need to go to property definition, new property definition. So it should be material, and next one should be shape, and another thing we can write here type. You can write whatever you want, so it is not mandatory. You type like this, and you whatever you want to give that name, so you can, and you can choose your items whatever you want, and don't forget to save, and then close. So now then we need to assign these item types in our parametric cell. So just go here and select type wall, RCC wall, and pick your uh, item, and now select your item and go to properties. So here you can see all the things are here. Material, what you want to put here, like concrete, shape, solid, and type square. So I think it is clear for everyone. So I will explain you again, and you can again watch this video. So let's move on to next. So when you have completed all the things, so just check once, so all the items is working fine. So go to length, it should be 2, so it is working. And B also you need to pick 3, it is also working. And edge, go to 7. All the parameters and all the variables are working properly. So just save your block and close your file. So now test with your basic drawing. So go to your basic drawing. Yeah, fit to view if you required. Yeah. So I need to place my cell. So go to place active cell. So here you can see what is my cell name is triple R. Okay, and so just click like this and place here and close this one. So if you select your cell and rotate it to 3D and go to properties, so here you can see this cell is parametric cell, and you can change L, B and H as per your convenience. So I need to put 10 and 15 and 20. So it is working properly. Okay, so I think it is a very good start for dynamic cells. So let's practice, and ping me or comment me if you have any. And definitely you can raise your questions to me in my chat box, so I will try to reply as much as possible. And if you like that video, so please subscribe and share with your friends and whatever who need this kind of assistance. So thank you very much.